Thursday morning, everyone. I woke up with a lot of neck pain and nausea this morning. I have no idea where that came from, and boom, it hit me. I mean, I guess that's just the unpredictable nature of chronic illness. You never know what kind of day you're gonna wake up to, how your body's gonna treat you and whatnot, and it was bad. I seriously thought I was gonna be stuck in the bathroom for hours just puking. But it's slowly dissipating. I didn't even have to take any meds for it, which is not the usual case for me, and I'm so thankful for that. But I'm even more thankful that I made it through the night without any severe reactions, and that's awesome. Staying here, this is my dad's condo that I stayed at last night because Paul and Janice were out at a Disney hotel celebrating their anniversary. So obviously I wasn't gonna go with them. If you're confused about what's going on, watch the beginning of yesterday's vlog. I give a recap for new viewers who may not know what's going on with me and my vlogs. It's just the first 1 or 2 minutes of yesterday's vlog is the recap, so maybe worth watching. There's a link to it in the description of this video. And now I'm just waiting for Paul and Janice to pick me up. I'm so excited to hear all about their fun adventures on their anniversary. Good morning, Harlow. Harlow actually got to sleep on the bed with me a little bit last night because if I had an allergic reaction, I wanted to make sure she had as many chances as possible to wake me up, because there's a link in the description to the vlog where she actually woke me up in the middle of the night when I was having a reaction and I was sleeping through it. So she's a little hero dog, and she's been fed and walked, so she's pretty pleased with herself. Good morning, Oakley. Good morning to you. Yes, Mister. And there's Hippo. Good morning. Paul and Janice are almost here, which means I got to say bye to my dad soon, but we're trying to arrange for me to see him one more time at least while I'm still in town, because I got another week here before Judd's done with AT. Love you, Daddy.
Love my beautiful daughter.
They're here. And okay. Whoa. Happy dogs! We're back to her place, Janice's house. All right, tell us about your anniversary.
It was amazing. I was surprised. Paul took me to the Swan and Dolphin.
It's a Disney hotel.
Yes, I was like, oh, amazing. We went, sorry, brain fog, I forgot.
You went to Tokyo, right, for your dinner?
Yes, we went to Tokyo.
In Epcot Pavilion, they ate at Tokyo, Japan, right, for dinner.
It was.
He did good, right?
Yes.
He was good with the surprises.
He's horrible at surprises.
I told him that yesterday, but he was great. I told him, I was like, Paul is horrible with surprises, but he did well this time. So
He's horrible at surprises. So
I'm glad y'all had a good anniversary.
It was really fun.
And I survived at my dad's place without Paul and Janice. No severe allergic reactions, no EpiPens, no hospitals. That is a success. And it's infusion day, but my infusion bags are in the fridge and we didn't set them out because like no one was here to set them out overnight to reach room temperature. They're stored in the fridge so they are kept sterile. And now I gotta set them out and let them reach room temperature because I don't like to infuse them cold. It feels really weird. So I'm gonna actually put them outside so they can reach room temperature faster because, you know, it's Florida, it's hotter outside. Infusion bags and my turkey. Here are my 2 infusion bags. Pretty chilly right now. Hopefully they don't take too long to reach a more comfortable temperature. So my infusions last about 8 hours, and that's because my autonomic nervous system cannot take a quick influx of fluids, and since they last so long, I usually start them early in the morning. So my infusion is going to finish pretty late tonight. I do these infusions for my POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, to help with my symptoms of dizziness and fainting and many more other debilitating issues. And my POTS is when my autonomic nervous system just can't regulate blood flow correctly. That's what causes all those symptoms. I am making a video about my POTS infusions and about my port, which is where my infusions go through, and about all my chronic illnesses, but it's gonna take me a while to get them uploaded because I left out some super important information and I have to do a little more filming when I get back home to Tampa Bay to add in some info because I don't wanna have to redo and update the videos. I just want to be one and done. So sorry for the wait, but I think it's worth it. I mean, I give out a lot of good info. I just want to make sure they're like as perfect as possible. Mara and I are going to do a quick training session. If you want to find out how to do some of the things I'm going to do with her, I have a training tutorial playlist on my YouTube channel. And hopefully my infusion bags will be defrosted soon because they've been out in the sun for like an hour or two now. I'm gonna go check on them after I do this session. Janice told me to put them in the sun and it worked much better than the shade. They're perfect. Okay, gonna hook up to my infusion. First I'm gonna connect a saline flush to flush the heparin that's in my port. That's always the last thing that stays in my port when I'm not using it. It's a blood thinner to prevent blood clots in my port, but I gotta get that out. And so I do the saline flush and I also check for blood return to make sure the needle and port are working properly. And then I'm going to put the tubing into the bag. It's called spiking the bag. Connect it to the pump, and then I use the pump to prime the tubing, which means get all of the air out of it, because that's a lot of tubing with a lot of air. It'd be dangerous to put all that through my port, so I use the pump to get all of the air out of it. Then I put it through my infusion backpack, and the tubing can go through the strap and connect right up to my port, which is awesome. And everything goes in my backpack and I can infuse on the go. So let's get started. All hooked up and infusing on the go. Ta-da! While I'm infusing, got my leash, as I like to call it, right here. So I lay on the couch.
When she's bad, I tug on it.
No, she does not.
That's her prong.
So now the two of us are just gonna relax because we're feeling pretty exhausted.
You know what? Jackie's gonna fast forward every time she has a video of me. I'm eating something.
Yeah, seriously. She's like me, no appetite. Dude, why don't you eat?
Because you just make me so nauseous.
Alright, I'm not gonna get a real answer from her. She doesn't have gastroparesis, but she doesn't eat much either, so I don't know. Anyways, alright. Adios. We're gonna take naps and rest and watch Once Upon a Time.
Yup.
Alright, so I know a few vlogs ago I gave all the reasons why I wasn't going to raw feed Harlow. Janice raw feeds Orion, and that's where you give your dog a combination of raw meat and fruits and vegetables. And I said I wasn't gonna do it because even though it has great benefits, it's just a lot of work. Harlow's doing good with her allergies on her Taste of the Wild salmon formula, and I just was making excuses. And then I had a long conversation with Janice, not last night, but the night before, and I've decided I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna say that I'm totally committed to it because it is a lot of work and I might not have the physical ability to do it every night, to cut up the meat and prepare her meals and things like that. And if I end up in the hospital, it's gonna be really difficult for Judd to do it too. And do his full-time work and care for Harlow and come take care of me too. So I'm just gonna see how much I can do. And so tonight we're starting to transition Harlow to a raw diet. And Janice, little by little, so we don't hurt her stomach. Janice, can you explain the benefits of a raw diet, like in general-ish?
Well, first, what helps so much, sorry guys, what helps so much, why don't you read the back of the dog's ingredients? If you can pronounce every single thing, I congratulate you.
We did that last night or the night before. I couldn't pronounce everything that Harlow's eating, and there's things on there like ocean fish meal. What is that? And something sounded like bacterium. What? And so you can see what we're putting in here.
Beautiful egg, look at that.
So why don't you tell them like what's in here?
All right, so we still have a lot. You can't see deep in there. There's a lot of her kibble. We have,
because we're gonna transition slowly. Let me bring this. Okay, go ahead. Tell them what's in here.
So let me lift it up. You still have a lot of her kibble, so we're doing it slowly. And then you have bone broth right here to supplement for bone. And then you have carrots, kale, egg, and you have eggshells. And eggs have vitamin A, B12, calcium, and amino acids, so it's great for dogs. And of course, you want to get the best of eggs, because if they are pasteurized, they're really not good for dogs to have. So I try to get the best of the best, the most expensive, so it is great for the dogs to have the whole entire thing.
And this is frozen bone broth. It has glucosamine, right? That is great for their joints and stuff?
Yes.
And the
This diet has just been very successful for many dogs with allergies, and it's shown to have a lot of benefits.
So I am gonna try it for my pup. She has allergies to everything type of meat except for salmon. So I'm a little cautious about how she's gonna do on this type of chicken, but I think she's actually allergic to chicken flavoring in treats and food, because she's actually had some of Orion's food before and she's had no issues whatsoever. So we're gonna give her this now, transition her slowly, and see how she does.
And when it comes down to transitioning your dog, you always want to check out their poop. It tells you the whole entire story of how they're doing.
She's poop obsessed.
Yeah, sad to say. You've got to be poop obsessed. And it tells you how they're doing, if they're having too much meat, too much bones, too much of organs. It tells you everything. So that's
Look for healthy poop.
Yes, pretty much. That's what you want.
Okay, so we're doing a very slow transition, and just because I'm doing raw doesn't mean you have to. It's not gonna work for every dog. This is just something that I wanna try and see if, one, I can do it physically with my lifestyle and my limitations due to my health, because it is a lot of work. But I think Harlow will get a lot of benefits out of it, and a lot of people have said it's been great for their dogs, so I wanna give it a try. And, oh, the other argument is people said it's really expensive, but where Janice gets her meat, buying it in bulk and things, going to stores, certain stores, like there's one we have called Bravo here. It says Spanish Market, right?
Yes.
You can get meat very cheap and for good prices. So, ready, Harlow? Back. Harlow, back. Get back. Harlow, back. Back. Harlow, sit. Sit. Okay.
She's like, hallelujah.
She's going for it. See how she does. She wants more. Harlow loved that, and I'm really excited to see how this goes for her, but again, might not work for my lifestyle, so it's a trial period, transitioning her slowly, and it might not work for every dog, so keep that in mind. Harlow's getting 2.5% for her weight worth of food, so she maintains her weight. Orion gets 3%, so he gains weight, and Janice's other dog, Yori, gets 2%, so she'll lose weight, and that's what we're doing. And also there's other measurements they need.
Meat is 80%, bone is 10%, liver is 5%, and non-liver such as heart and other organs such as that is 5%.
So, weights to remember. There is an app that Janice uses called Raw Dog in the Apple store, and that kind of does every measurement for you. You just put in your dog's weight and the body percentage you want, like Harlow's 2.5 as I mentioned. Super easy. There's one similar in the Android store, you just have to pay for it. And then I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video that talks about the awesome stuff of raw feeding that she found, right?
Yes.
So you can learn more if you want, but if you're not interested in raw feeding, you don't have to do it. It's just another option, and I'm excited to try it to see if it gives Harlow some benefits. Make her strong. So she's preparing her other dog's food, and that's about it for today.
And Harlow's ready to eat more.
Yeah, she is over here like, I want it. Yeah, I was pretty exhausted today because when I wake up and I have more neck pain than usual, the pain really drains me. She can relate with her ear pain. When our chronic pain acts up, it takes a lot of energy out of us, so that's why we've pretty much just been home all day relaxing. We did a live session again. We don't announce them or like plan them, we just do them when we want to. So that's it for our day. Thank you for joining us, and I hope y'all have a great night. Bye. Ew, Harlow just burned.